even in the 45 to 60 days short time that we have in there, we can have a lot of disease. We can have a lot of turmoil in there. We can have a lot of just things that happen. So we have to be on top of our game to make sure that as growers do the best that we can do, not only for us, but for the company that we grow for.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that we're doing is we try to get the barns cleaned out as much as possible so that we can have better bird performance, health with the birds, and then that leads to more money in our pocket down the road. So
I will tell you this. I thought I was a farmer until my son got to be a farmer. And then he started doing studies and research about, Dad, on these hills we can't raise corn. We can't raise soybeans. It's all shade. We can't do it. It's not profitable.
I think one of the big things is I was very, very young when we started, and so it's nice to have a mentor and somebody to kind of bounce ideas off of. Normally we have about a week more than what we had this particular time. We only clean out the actual manure once a year from the barns, so to have the shorter downtime, it takes an extra week once a year to get the manure out. We had to kind of really work on the scheduling with contractors to help us with our clean out, and because of that, it was kind of tough to make everything happen and also be ready to set up and get ready for the new birds. So the feed lines are pretty simple for the most part. We have some small maintenance we need to do in the off season, make sure the old feed's cleaned out, things like that. The water lines can be a little bit more because the height matters more. If they aren't at the proper height, so either not be able to drink, spill water on the ground, that sort of thing. And then in between flocks, we really need to make sure that we fix any leaks that we have in the systems, because leaks just will again lead to bad bird performance and even some health issues. So the water lines are more of our focus than the feed lines.
The day-to-day struggles that you have are not going to be the issues that make you win or fail. What's going to make you win or fail is the communication and the camaraderie you have between father and son. Because son has to humble himself, dad has to humble himself. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter. All the things that are going to happen. Things are going to fly apart. It's going to cost you money. That's not the things that tear a farm apart. What tears a farm apart is not being able to have that take a breath, let's walk away, come back together, and let's talk 2 minutes later when we've both settled down.
We have Sunday dinners together and things like that, and on Sunday dinners, we try not to speak about the business. We're simply a family, and having a time to be just a family versus business partners is very important for us, and that kind of helps with conflict as far as, if we have a disagreement on the business side of things, you can still, at the end of the day, be family, and you got to kind of separate the two. I've got 2 young sons, as you know, and I would love to maybe someday have one of the sons want to take this over the way that I have and be able to go from being mentored as a young kid starting a business to being the one that mentors a younger son moving forward.